Okay, with us from Boston University, the head coach, David Quinn, student athletes Brandon Hickey and Jordan Greenway. We will start with a statement from Coach and then take questions for the student athletes. Coach.
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Michigan. They played a heck of a hockey game. That's a good team we lost to tonight. These games usually come down to bounces, and certainly tonight was one of them, but you do make your own bounces. And obviously they get up 3-1, and I thought we started playing a lot better actually when we went down 3-1. We looked nervous early. I thought our puck management wasn't great. I thought we were giving the puck away, and you could just feel a little bit of a different feel on our bench. We seemed a little bit nervous, but I thought as the game went on, we got better. We kind of found our rhythm and did a lot of good things, and then we made it 3-3, and you could feel the energy on the bench, and then just, again, unfortunate, one goes off a shin pad in the net. And that's what happens when you shoot the puck quickly and, catch people a little bit by surprise. So, again, Michigan played a really good hockey game, and it's tough. This is the worst part of a season, certainly the worst part of my job, because we had such a great run, such a great group of kids, and just a tough night. Just a tough night.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for the student athletes, and we have microphones that'll come to you. Just raise your hand. We'll get you. Let's go right up front here with John to start.
Thank you. This is John Powers from the Globe for Brandon. You guys have come from 2 goals down a lot against BC. Did you think when that happened that things might turn around? Because it seemed even after you tied it up, you had most of the game for a while, at least after that.
Yeah, we didn't come out very strong. We were a little bit sloppy in the first period, and I think it kind of woke us up when they started scoring goals. And you go down 2, and at that point you got to start doing something. Otherwise, it's just the game's gonna get away from you. So I think the guys kind of woke up, and we started taking a little bit more of the play to them. Played a little bit more in the offensive zone, controlled the puck a little bit more, and we started to get chances. And then all of a sudden we're tying it up. And we're feeling pretty good. Michigan's a great hockey team, and they played a really good game tonight. And obviously, if you're going to win these games, you got to play a full 60. And it's a really fine line between winning and losing. And we just happened to be on the wrong side today.
Question here in the second row.
Dave Souza, WTBU Sports. Brandon, you've accomplished a lot in your 4 years here: a pair of Hockey East titles, a Bean Pod, a national championship run. When you look back at your time here at BU, what are you going to remember most?
The brotherhood that we had with every team. Every team was different, but every team was just as tight as the first one. And you want to obviously leave a legacy and build off of what you accomplished the first year, because we had a really good first year and first run, like you were saying. And each year your role changes as a player. You go from the young guy learning what's going on to all of a sudden now you have to lead the younger guys. And I couldn't thank Coach Quinn enough for giving me the opportunity to play at BU. It's been amazing. It's been the best 4 years of my life, so it's really hard to see it end, but I'm super proud of all the guys in the room. And our senior class, we a really tight group we had there, and we do a lot together, and I consider everyone there my brothers. So it's definitely tough to see it go, but the amount of talent, the amount of work ethic in that room, I think that's nothing but good signs for the future and future of the program and how they're going to look going forward.
Trey, next question.
Brandon, certainly a game of momentum. You guys had really seized it there, coming back from 2 behind, and the question is kind of twofold. What was your vantage point there on the clearing attempt, and then the way it kind of went in off of Crotty's leg there, or whatever it was, an odd deflection, and how much momentum that really gave them at that point of the game?
Yeah, we were just riding a little bit of a wave there. We just tied it up. We were playing really good hockey, and we were playing fast, and that puck kind of, I thought it was a little bit close for us, so I wanted to pull it out and go D to Crotty. Wanted to play fast. We pushed the pace going up ice, and I just made a bad play and fanned on it. And with a good team like that, they're going to capitalize. And obviously, if I could go back and try that again, and make a little bit of a harder play and maybe get more wood on the puck, I'd obviously want to do that. But it's a game of bounces, and obviously, like like they were saying, it goes off the shin pad too. So something that obviously hurts. At the time, you kind of want to get over it and kind of want to push forward. And looking back on it now, it definitely stings.
Just to follow up on the emotion you've been sharing here, after a game like this, what's maybe the hardest part of this to take?
Not being able to put on a BU sweater ever again. It's obviously hard. It's been my life the last 4 years. I kind of grew into myself the last 4 years, and first time moving away from home and living in a different country, living across on the other coast from my family, and it's been an amazing 4 years, and I really didn't want it to end yet. And it's really hard because everyone in that room you count on every single day. They're like your family because your family's not there. So you get really tight with everyone, and obviously it's tough to see that end. But.
Up front, Gary, please.
Gary Santaniello, New York Times for Jordan. You played a big, heavy team yesterday and a team that was very fast and skilled today. Was that a particular challenge coming off yesterday?
No, I don't think so. We've had to do that in the past. Last weekend playing BC Providence, they play different style of games, so we got a really good team. We got a lot of characteristics in that room that allows us to play whatever game we want, honestly. So I don't think that was a challenge tonight. Like these guys said, we just played a really good team. They've done a lot of good things all season. They're going to continue to do good things. We dealt with some adversity today. Going down 2 goals isn't easy, but we fought back. We dealt with it well, and just an unfortunate way to lose.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Best to you going forward. All right, we'll take questions for Coach Quinn. First question right up here, second row.
Kirby Paulson, QBSN. Coach, you've said it before, January 6th, your team had its back up against the wall. Of course, they played their way into the gun for the hockey semis and the championship, and now they had to play their way to this point. How proud are you of this group this season?
Very proud. It'd be hard not to. Like those guys talked about, we showed an awful lot of the characteristics you need to get to this point. We thought we had them to be able to move forward. That's what makes this so hard. And I don't say this with any arrogance. I don't think anybody in our locker room expected to lose tonight. I thought there was an extreme level of confidence with an awful lot of respect for Michigan, knowing we had to do some certain things to win. Unfortunately, early on, we didn't do them. Like I said, I thought we looked nervous. They played with a little bit of a pace, and they played a little more free-flowing than we did. That third goal was a little bit of a backbreaker early. You could just feel a little bit of a bubble burst on our bench, but I thought, once the period kept going, we started playing the right way and doing the things we were going to need to do. And, it's 3-2 going to the third, and guys felt good, and we make it 3-3, and you could just feel the momentum and the energy on the bench. And then, unfortunately, we give up that fourth one, and that was tough. That was a tough. We weren't able to ride the wave of tying at 3-3, and they played a great last 10 minutes. I mean, they did a great job just getting pucks out and living another day. And like I said, give them a lot of credit. They played a really good hockey game.
Third row, Trey.
You had mentioned in your opening statement just some of the odd bounces in this game, the way that puck went in on the third goal, kind of a really bizarre play, and then just being on the wrong end of a deflection there in the go-ahead. Kind of just the way the sport is today, the bounces just didn't go your way?
Yeah, but I don't want to use bounces. I mean, we'd like to get them, but, that'll discredit Michigan and the way they played. I mean, they played a really good hockey game. And, would I love to have had the bounces go a little bit different? Sure. But, I think that kind of, frustrates us a little bit. We had 2 great scoring chances and sticks break on them, so that kind of frustrates you a little bit. But, again, I'm sure a lot of teams that lose at this point in the season can point to those types of things. And the bottom line is you got to win a hockey game. You got to overcome that stuff. And if we had played better early on, we wouldn't have been in that position, you know. So, you know, it'd be nice to get those bounces, but I'm focusing on the fact that we weren't ready. We were nervous early, and we didn't play well early, and that's why we lost the game.
I think we see it all the time whenever a team season comes to an end at this time of year, but just your reaction to Brandon and the way he acted up on the podium, to see that he truly cares that much, to have an outpouring of emotion like that. What is your reaction to it?
You know, both those guys could have left after last year. You know, I mean, Calgary came really hard at Brandon. Minnesota came very hard after Jordan. You know, we're very fortunate at BU to get high-end players and high-end people, and it makes you feel good that, you know, the players love playing at Boston University. They left an incredible imprint on our program, our seniors did. And, you know, that's the type of program we want to run. You know, we want these kids to, you know, become the best players they can be, the best people they can be, the best students they can be. And when they leave, I want them to say, it's the best decision I ever made. And, you know, it makes you feel good that he feels that way. And it is. It's the worst. This is the worst part of the job, without question. You know, this last game is not easy for anybody. And you're going to, you know, we saw a lot of emotions in the locker room, and it's just, it's tough. It's really tough.
One more, Trey?
One more kind of follow-up on that. College hockey, the team changed over here, but what was your final message to the team?
My final message was, this has been an incredible run. You know, to accomplish what we have in the last 2.5 months, 8-11 on January 6th. I know we keep referring to that date, but that was the reality of it. We were 8-11-1. And to put ourselves in this position says an awful lot about, as Brandon alluded to, what a team we really were. We stuck together. We faced an awful lot of adversity, and we kept moving forward. And, you know, I've been fortunate in my 5 years at BU to coach some great teams. This certainly was one of them. Each team has its own uniqueness to it. And, you know, my message to him was, it's incredibly unfortunate the season ended this way, because a lot of people didn't expect us to be here in this situation. Neither did we. And when I say that, we didn't expect to be in the situation of our season ending tonight.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.